Myself, Sachin Rathod, working as assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering from Walchand Technology, Solapur College. So today we are dealing with the C++ conditional statement under the course of programming in C++. The learning outcome of this session is the student will able to understand the purpose of conditional statement in C++, write a simple condition to control program flow, and third is use of operators in the conditions. These are the learning outcome. So the introductions about the conditional statement in C++. Generally the conditional statement are used to make the decision in the program. For example, if I want to give certain kind of the decision, yes or no, so I can get the, if the program is going to execute, then I will get the answers in terms of decision making. So they allow the program to choose the different path of execution based on the conditions. A condition is an expression that evaluates to true or false. Means if suppose one example I can consider, if my marks is greater than 40, then I need to output as a you are pass, then I can use the condition statement over there. So generally the condition statement in the C++ are, first one is the if statement, the second one is the if else statement, third one is the if else if ladder statement, and fourth one is the switch statement. So these are the common conditional statement in the C++. Then we will look for the first statement, that is the if conditional statement. So the if condition statements is the simplest decision making statement in the C++. It allows the program to execute a block of code only if a given condition is true. If suppose I am going to provide some certain kind of the condition, and if that condition is satisfied, then and then only you will execute the block of the code. Otherwise you are not getting any kind of the condition. So that is, if the condition is false, the code inside the if block is skipped. The condition are usually written using the relational operators like less than, greater than, or equal to, or not equal to, or you can use the logical operators, that is a and, or not operators. If the statement is foundations for the other decision structures like if else and if else if ladder statement. For example, if the student's marks are above 40, then print the pass. So just now we have seen this kind of the example. We can use the if condition statement like that. If your the entered value is above 40, for example, if I am giving the entering the marks as a 50, then and then only you will get the output message as the pass. Otherwise nothing will occurs on the your the output window. This is the introduction part about the condition statement. So the flowchart is very important. So how the program is going to execute under the if condition statement. That is, we can start the program, then the condition we need to provide. If the condition is true, then and then only it execute the if block, that is a body of if will get executed. Otherwise, if the condition is false, then the skip if block. So same example, that the condition we had put the marks is greater than 40, then if I am going to provide the input value as a 50, then it gives the true value, then your the block will get executed. Otherwise it can skip the block. So this is a general flowchart for the if statement. So the syntax for the if statement, if conditions. So I need to provide the condition using the operators. If that condition, if less than, greater than, or equal to, then if it is going to satisfy, then the code of the block is going to execute. That is the statement to be executed if the condition is true. This is the syntax we are using for the if statement. Then for using one example, we will clear this doubt for the using the if condition statement. So the program we need to execute for checking the number is even number. Only one condition we need to provide for checking the even number. So first line is indicating hash include IO stream. So that is we can call it as a header file for the C++ library. So in that we can give the input and output by using the IO stream header file. Then using the namespace standards, as we are using the standards for the each line, we are calling that standards from the library. We have to use common thing is as use namespace standard instead of putting everywhere the standard command. So in the main file only you can provide the using namespace standard. So int main, we have to start the program from the int main. So int n is nothing but the integer we have to provide. So we have provided the name of that integer, the variable is n. Then the output, cout, that we need to enter the number. Then cin, again we need to call that parameters, that is n. Then we have to check if number is even. So for that the condition, this is a if condition, that is if n modulus of 2 is equal to 0, if this condition is going to satisfy, then we are getting the output as the number is even. And this is the end of this program. So like this way we can check the number is even by using this simple program. And if the number is not modular of 2, then we are not getting any kind of the output. Okay. So this is a example for the checking the number as a even. Next we can go for if else condition statement in the C++. So you will see the some introduction part about the if else. The if else statement is a decision making statement in the C++. It allows the program to choose between the two paths. If the condition is true, then if block will get executed like in the if statement, and the second statement we are included as else, that if the condition is false, then the else block will get executed. This ensures that one block of code always runs, unlike a simple if statement where code may get skipped. So for example, previous example if I am going to consider, that is if the number is modulus of 2, then we are getting output as the number is even. If I am going to provide the another output, if the number is not divisible, not modulus of 2, then the output will be the number is odd. So such condition is not going to there in the if condition statement. For that purpose we have to use the if else condition statement. So the useful for the conditions like pass or fail, or we have to check the number is even or odd. So multiple examples are there for using the if else condition statement. So the flowchart for the if else condition statement, we can start the program with we need to provide the first condition same, either it is greater than, less than, or we have to use the positive or negative, such condition we need to provide over there. Then if the condition is satisfied, if we are getting the true, then execute the if block, that is a statement inside the if. If the condition is not satisfied, that is a false statements if I am getting, it executes the else block, the statement inside the else. So this is a flowchart for the if else statement. So the next one is syntax for using the if else, that the if we need to provide the condition, then inside of that curly bracket, if the condition is going to satisfy, then the statement will get executed, else the condition if not going to satisfy, the else block will get executed. So this is a simple syntax we are using for the if else condition statement. Then the simple program we have to consider for getting the basic insight of the if else condition statement, to check the number is even or odd. Previously example we have checked the number is even. Now we are going to check the number is even or odd by using the if else condition statement. So this is the header file, that is a hash include IO stream using the namespace standards. Then we have to start the program, integer n. Then you need to check the number. For providing that, you need to provide the number over there. So the output will be the enter the number. We have to call that parameter, that is n, in the cin. Then we have to provide the conditions under the if block, that is if the n is modulus of 2 is equal to 0, if the condition is going to satisfy, then I am getting as a output as a even number, and if the condition is not going to satisfy, we need to provide the else if the number is odd. So this is a basic example for checking the number is even or odd. So we have to end the program with the return 0 and the ending curly bracket. So in this way we had seen the two things in the condition statement, that is a if block and the if else block. I have taken the references from the Balguru Swami, that is the name of that book is Programming in C++, and the second one is a Kanetkar book, from the name of that book is Let Us Use C++. Thank you.